IAS 2-year current affairs rapid revision series. In last session we are discussing about marriage issues. In that we are discussed Special Marriage Act and triple talaq and Muslim marriages. But now the topic is something different, that is same sex marriages. Okay, we will discuss in this video about on same sex marriages. Same sex marriages means LGBTQ community marriages. Here LGBTQ stands for L for lesbian, G gay, B bisexual, T transgender, Q queer. All these comes under same sex marriages. Whoever the lesbians are there, a girl who sleeps with another girl, makes physical relationship with another girl, that is called as lesbian, and a boy who makes physical relationship with another boy is called gay. Bisexual means same thing, girl girl, boy boy. Transgender means he is neither a girl nor a boy, but he want to marry one girl also, sometimes a boy also. Q means queer couple. Queer couple also same thing. A marriage or LGBTQ is legal union between two individuals of same gender, girl girl or boy boy. It grants them the same legal rights, benefits and responsibilities as opposite sex marriages. Their marriage is same like male plus female marriage. Okay. A 5-judge bench, constitutional bench headed by CJI will hear a batch of petitions seeking legal recognition for same-sex marriages. Legal recognition means if same-sex marriage, gay marriage also legally recognized, then they will have same rights as normal marriages between male and female. Between male and female, what happens? They have the right to adopt a child, and the male property will come to female after male demise. Even insurance will come. If the marriage of gay marriage also legalized, they will also get the same properties and tax benefit, etc. And they are not, first of all, humiliated by society. Like normal marriage, they will be treated now onwards. Why a bench was formed? The background is court has been hearing multiple petitioner requests. Court is getting multiple petitioner requests for legal recognition of same-sex marriages under Special Marriage Act 1954 and making law gender neutral. And to make law gender neutral. Okay, earlier the court has referred the pleas to a constitutional bench because the case involves an interplay of constitutional rights, specific legislative enactments, and along with gay people rights and Special Marriage Act. All these things are involved. So earlier they sent this petition to constitutional bench, but now they have to legislate, they have to make a judgment on this issue. So they sent to a court of bench of 5 people involving the CJI, okay, Chief Justice of India. So the Supreme Court earlier in a 3:2 verdict denied constitutional validity to the same-sex marriages as its statutory right but not fundamental right. Okay, it is a statutory right of liberty, but it's not a fundamental right to select a person of marriage. That is not a fundamental right given in constitution. That's why the court denied earlier about legalizing same-sex marriage. The Supreme Court of India has rejected pleas and even rejected the pleas seeking to legalize same-sex marriages. The court even rejected some pleas who are requesting legalizing of gay marriages. Okay, legal status of same-sex marriage in India. What is the legal status now? Let us see. To know the legal status of same-sex marriage right now, we must study some of the judgments. Some old judgments of Supreme Court of India. After several old judgments, the court has come to a conclusion that the same-sex marriage was decriminalized. Means it is not a crime. If one boy or girl marry, it is not a crime. Okay, same-sex marriage is not a crime. The relationship between of marriages is not static one. Queer persons have an equal right and freedom to enter into a union. So the gay or lesbian, whoever may be, they have the right to decide about themselves. They have the freedom. So they do not need to seek the permission of the society. Okay, that's the thing the court is telling. They have equal rights and liberty. And they can even form a union, okay, civil union, where they can continue their relationship. But it is not possible of legalizing a marriage. But it's not a crime. Means same-sex marriage is not a crime, but they have equal rights and liberty and they can form civil unions, but they are not still legalized in India. That is the present status of same-sex marriages in India. Okay, however, there is no fundamental right, because why they do not legalize? Because it is not a fundamental right under Constitution of India. Therefore, it is a matter for Parliament and state legislature to address through legislation. Okay, so the Parliament has to decide. Parliament or state legislature, means LS or RS, has to decide by a debate or discussion whether to legalize same-sex marriage or not. The court, it is not the ambit of the court to decide what to do in this issue. And even the court has favored the government proposal of a committee forming a committee to take a decision on this LGBTQ marriage headed by. So they even recommend a committee to be formed headed by cabinet secretary look into this matter. Okay, the court is telling only one thing. They do not want to legalize same-sex marriages because it is not a fundamental right. But they have equal rights to live with liberty to live with people who they want. Okay, they have freedom to select their partner of own choice, and they can even form a civil union where they can continue their relationship. Civil union is nothing but a group of LGBTQ couples who can continue their relationship. And the legislature has to decide over this matter. Legislature means LS or RS, in debate or discussion, has to decide what to do in this matter, because it is very sensitive thing to give a judgment by the court. What are the marital rights LGBTQ people will get, like normal couples, means government pensions, medical benefits, claiming leave travel allowance for partner, and right to property inheritance, joint adoption. If they want to adopt a child, they can. And the husband property will come to the wife. A wife property will come to the husband, like that. In case of separation, there is no provision to seek maintenance by economically weaker partner. And there is no maintenance will be given in case of divorce. And right to take emergency medical decisions. Even they can take emergency medical decisions like a partner. If their marriage is not legalized, then if one people is admitted in hospital, doctor won't ask sign of other person. Okay, if the marriage is not legalized. But if it is legalized, the partner permission is required before doing a operation or anything. Here the views of Supreme Court are summarized into a table. Okay, the Supreme Court is saying that it is not a fundamental right to marry. Okay, marriage may not be a fundamental right itself, but has attained significance due to state regulation. Okay, because it will get prominence when the state give a legislation or decision over it, then it will get prominence. But as a fundamental right, the court can't grant judgment over it. Marriage is not a fundamental right. And interpretation as Special Marriage Act. Interpretation. Justice Chandrachud has been suggested the Supreme Court to interpret this LGBTQ marriage under Special Marriage Act. But this has not done, because Special Marriage Act refers to interfaith couples, intercaste marriages, but it do not refer about intersex couples. Okay, gay couples or lesbian couples. So SMA do not apply here. That Justice Chandrachud has been telling. And the next point is to consider as a queer couple. Queer couple, I told, they will form a union like society union in which the gay couples will have certain rights. But this is also not allowed because it do not comes under CARA Act ambit. Here, CARA refers to Central Adoption Resource Authority. Okay, if a couple wants to adopt a child, they has to follow these rules. But according to this, if same-sex marriage is not legalized, then CARA committee do not accept them as a couple. In that case, they do not give a child for adoption to CARA couple. So the CARA do not allow them to adopt a child. They can't be treated as queer couple also. Queer couple can't be treated as a civil union also. If they form civil union, they had to follow the CARA rules. So what is civil union for queer couples here? The CJI saw right to form intimate associations as part of freedom of speech expression suggested committee to determine rights available to queer couple in unions. So they can form a union or committee or society, whatever you form. In that several couples will be there. They can keep their relationship live and they can continue in this society. Okay, but however, they are not eligible for adoption. However, the majority view disagreed with prescribing choice of civil union, but suggested state should facilitate this choice for those who wish to exercise it. Okay, state do not recommend a civil union also for gay couple, but if they want, some states if they want, they can give permission. Some states if they want, they can give permission to gay couple to make unions and maintain their relationship. It's not in the ambit of the judgment or central here. A civil union grants legal rights and responsibilities to same-sex couples similar to marriage, but civil union lacks same recognition in personal law. So it can give the gay couple like married couple rights, but it is not it is a personal law. It is not validated by the Supreme Court. That is the thing here. It is allowed in foreign countries, but in India it is not allowed. That is the thing here. Okay. So what are earlier SC judgments that impacted repeated requests regarding legalizing same-sex marriages? Let us study earlier SC judgments here now. The same-sex marriage amounted to discrimination impacting dignity and self-fulfillment of LGBTQ couples. Okay, if some people come to know one person is gay, they start hating him. Two gays kept a relationship. The society often criticizes them. And even in some places, even violence will happen. People start beating them. Because in a traditional society, it is not allowed. One girl keeping a relation, boy keeping a relation is not allowed. So normal people will come to beat them. So these type of situations happen. That's why they are requesting the Supreme Court to legalize their marriage so that society won't do anything to them. Okay, they are also challenging the mandatory requirement to issue public notice and contemplated under the SMA. Already I told you, under SMA, Special Marriage Act, they can't be treated because Special Marriage Act is related to intercaste marriages, not gay marriages. So under this they are not considered. Okay, and Foreign Marriage Act exposing same-sex couples to risk of, and Foreign Marriage Act exposing same-sex couples to risks of ostracism, persecution and violence. Okay, so in foreign it is allowed. In foreign it is allowed. So they are asking the Supreme Court to bring that act into India and legalize their marriage, but it's not happening now. Okay, 32 countries around the world recognize gay marriage. Till now, 32 countries around the world has recognized the gay marriages. Okay, what are the cases, past cases regarding gay marriages? Okay, that is Lata Singh versus State of UP 2006, Shafin Jahan Ashokan KM 2018, Lakshmi Bai Chandranagi versus the State of Karnataka 2021. An adult person has right to marry a person of their choice under Article 21. Article 21 is nothing but right to profess his own religion or live with liberty. Liberty means they can select the partner of their own choice that they are arguing. Okay. So how has the SC recently viewed LGBTQA rights? Okay, how the SC Supreme Court is considering the LGBTQ rights? In Navtej Johar case, which decriminalized homosexuality. In this case, homosexuality was decriminalized because it is no more a crime. A boy keeping relationship with a boy, a girl keeping relationship with a girl, it's not a crime anymore in India. Homosexuality by reading down section 377 of the IPC. This is now decriminalized under section 377 of the IPC, were pending before the Delhi, Kerala and Gujarat High Courts. And it is pending now before Delhi, Kerala and Gujarat High Courts. In Navtej Singh Johar 2018 case, the SC held that community is entitled to benefit of equal citizenship and to equal protection of law. Even it has decided that they have equal citizenship and equal protection under law. They will have equal protection, liberty and civil rights. All they have. That the court told. And in Navtej Singh Johar case, the choice of whom to partner, the ability to find fulfillment in sexual intimacies, and the right not to be subjected to discriminatory behavior. And they can find a partner of their choice, either boy or either girl. They can satisfy their sexual fantasies. It's not a issue to the court, but they should not be seen as discriminatory. If a gay means, the society should not avoid him. The society should not abuse him. That the court wants. They will have equal civil rights, equal protection, equal liberty and equal civil rights as normal people. Whatever the male and female are doing, the same thing they are doing. They are not doing something wrong. Article 21 of Indian Constitution, right to life and liberty. Right to life and liberty guarantees they can select the partner of their choice. Okay, guarantees choice of whom to partner with, ability to find fulfillment in sexual intimacies, etc. Okay, and the next case is, so we find out one case, Navtej Johar case under section IPC 377, gay marriage has been decriminalized. In case Puttuswamy 2017 case, SC ruled that fundamental right to privacy, including bodily autonomy and sexual orientation, is intrinsic to life and liberty. So, whatever the Article 21 tells freedom to life and liberty, and it intrinsically mentions right to privacy. Right to privacy means they can select partner of their choice, either girl or boy, sexual fantasies also allowed. Okay, that's the thing here. Okay, in case Puttaswamy versus Union of India 2017 case, the rights of LGBTQ are inherent in rights to life, privacy and dignity. Okay, the rights of LGBTQ community inherent to in the rights of life, privacy and liberty means life, liberty, right to privacy. In this they can select the partner of choice. That is decided. In second case, Article 21, right to privacy and liberty and life was given. In case Puttaswamy 2017 case, SC held that fundamental right to privacy, Article 21 is right to life and liberty. Under this right to privacy is guaranteed. Following this right to privacy, a person will have liberty to choose life partner of his or her choice. Either girl or boy. Okay, so in case Puttaswamy 2017 case, the SC held that the right to marriage comes under right to privacy. Everyone has own individual freedom to select his partner. It comes under right to privacy, that is included in right to life and freedom in under Article 21 of the Constitution. Okay, so after all these judgments, so whatever the judgments are there, so after all these judgments, the gay people means the transgender people got hope that their marriage, same-sex marriage will be approved by court. Because in NALSA case of 2014, it has given recognition of transgenders. And in Navtej case, there is decriminalization of same-sex marriages. Okay, and in case Puttaswamy case, it is declared that the same-sex marriage comes under Article 21 right to privacy. So following all this, the gay people got hope that the court will legalize the marriage. After all this discussion, we can come to a conclusion that what the court is saying about same-sex marriages. They do not legalize the marriage. But it is not a crime also. And the same-sex marriage couple will have same rights, liberty, equality like normal couples. Okay? And they can form civil unions where they will get some justice. But whatever the judgment must come, whether to legalize the marriage or not, that should be decided by the legislature. Legislature means the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha through debates and discussions must decide what is best for the people, because this is a sensitive matter. Gay sex marriages are a sensitive issue. It can raise many protests. So our leaders, our national leaders sitting in the legislature, they have to take a decision, but the court can't give any judgment. That the court is saying. And what is the views of central government? What are the views of central government regarding the same-sex marriage? Let us see here. The central government also telling same thing, that only the legislature, repository of democratic representation and reflect will of people, has right to make such changes in law. Because they are saying only one thing, marriage is a Marriage is an institution that is inside in law for many decades. So any changes in marriage can change many rules and laws. Rules are laws existing in the society. That's why this require a legislation. Okay, means only the parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, by debate or discussion has to decide what should do the government do or the Supreme Court must do for the equality and liberty of the LGBTQ. Okay, marriage is not confined to private sphere, and even marriage is not an issue of private people. Suppose two boys are married, it affects the entire society. It do not affect only the two people who are entering the marriage. It reflects the society. So in society point of view, how in a traditional society like in India, where people are believed in caste, religion, creed, and they do many rituals, practices, etc., they do not accept such type of gay marriages. They can't accept easily. So that's why the society, reflection on the society must be taken into consideration while approving the same-sex marriages. Finally, the center opposed the same-sex marriage and said judicial interference will cause complete havoc with the delicate balance of personal laws. So, even the center says that central government is saying that if judiciary interfere in same-sex marriages, so it conflicts with personal law. So what happened? Protests will come out. People won't stop. They start doing protests about their rights. So judiciary must not interfere in this sensitive issue that the government is saying. So the definition of marriage is socially, culturally, legally ingrained into very idea of heterogeneous institution, a union between two persons of opposite sex. So the marriage is fixed as a union between opposite sex people only. Since decades, people mindset is like that marriage should be between a male and female, but they can't accept suddenly a male marriage or a female marriage. So that social reflection must be taken into account while doing a same-sex marriage. And the decriminalization of section 377 IPC does not give rise to claim legal recognition to same-sex marriage. Means it is not a crime. Not a crime doesn't mean it is legal. Okay? It's not a crime, but it is not legal also. If same-sex marriage is claimed under Article 21, the right can be curtailed by competent legislature on permissible constitutional grounds, including legitimate state's interest. So, the same-sex marriage is considered as a right to life under Article 21, right to privacy or freedom. In that case, the state has to give permission. Suppose in Gujarat, there are many gay sex people, or in Delhi, there are many gay sex people. In that case, the state has to take decision, but the center can't take decision on behalf of a state. Okay, steps to be taken. It is clear that two organs of the state are not in agreement on same-sex marriages. Even if court rules it in favor, the march towards same-sex marriage in a diverse country. So even if court accepts, Supreme Court legalize same-sex marriage, other people will protest. Other people will do protest because that's why awareness should be provided to people how it affects the psychology of a people and society, gender and constitutional rights, what rights they will get after doing such type of marriage. School level change things on grounds need of the hour. So every person from school onwards, he should be given some sort of awareness on gay marriage and normal marriage. So according to the government, marriage is between a biological man and woman is a holy union, a sacrament and sanskar in India. So those who married a male marry a female, it can be called samskar thing. But a male marrying male, it is not accepted in Indian culturalized society. Any deviation from this statutorily, religiously and socially accepted norm in human relationships can only happen through legislature and not by Supreme Court. So the government don't want to, central government don't want to interfere in this issue, and it tells the Supreme Court should not interfere with personal laws of people. So only they both decided that only the legislature means our Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, through legislation, debate or discussion must discuss what is good to the people, because this is a same-sex marriage is a very sensitive issue in the society. So the government also saying Parliament has recently framed marriage laws which are governed by personal laws and codified laws. Now, whatever the marriage law is there in India, that is designed by personal laws. Personal laws. So, if the government approves same-sex marriage, the marriage law, the general people will feel insensitive. They feel their marriage law has been ruined. Their personal laws are being touched by government. The government interfering in their personal law. They are changing the marriage norms. Means they are interfering in their religious beliefs. Religion beliefs are personal laws. Like that people will think. That is the issue now. Okay? And relatable to customs of various religious communities. Different religious communities have different customs. They feel the government is even interfering in their personal religious things. To recognize only union of men and women to be capable of legal sanction. So only female plus male marriage is legal, but not male or female. According to some groups, some castes, some religious groups in India, they feel only this is legal, these are not legal. Okay? If in that case, if Supreme Court gives legalize the marriage, they feel their inner sentiments or feelings being hurt, they make rebellion on the government. What happened in British period also, if you see in British period, they used to give a rifle filled with pig fat. So when Sipais are using that rifle, they have to keep it in their mouth. They used to feel they are directly eating pig fat. The British are making them eating pig fat. That is against their religion. Brahmins will be there. They feel they are eating non-veg after keeping the rifle in the mouth. So what happened ultimately? The Sipai rebellion was started. Sipai movement, you might know in INM, that was happened. In the same way, if government legalizes gay marriages or same-sex marriages, people will make a rebellion, protest against the government, because they don't accept, according to their own personal laws and customs, they don't accept these type of things. They feel only female plus male marriage is legal, not male or male, female or female marriage is legal. Okay? But what the petitioners argue here? So till now, USA, Australia, Ireland, Switzerland, Africa, South Africa, all these countries has legalized same-sex marriages or gay marriages. Okay, it is widely accepted in 32 countries all over the world till now. Okay. So the gay people, same-sex marriage couple argue that they need legal protection for their marriage. Then only they will get legal rights. Legal rights like they can adopt a child, they will get inheritance of wife or husband property, like that they will get. They are saying. And even they can be saved from violence. In some communities they do not accept gay sex. Then people start beating them. Discrimination, violence will happen. They want safety from these type of things. Okay. So finally, we conclude this topic into 5 important points. Okay. From previous judgments, the gay people, same-sex couple got hope that the Supreme Court will legalize the marriage. So they went to Supreme Court filing a petition. Then what happened? The Supreme Court decriminalized the gay marriage, same-sex marriage. Means it is not a crime. Under Navtej case of 2018. And in Puttaswamy's case, the court directed that it is gay marriage or same-sex marriage comes under right to privacy of Article 21 of Constitution. So watching these two judgments, the gay people got hope their marriage will be legalized. So they went to Supreme Court. But what the Supreme Court said, the same-sex marriage involves modification of personal law. Okay, it modifies the religious values of some customs and some type of people. So the legislature should decide on this topic. The court can't interfere. The court can't conflict with personal law. Okay, and at the same time, the court also said that the people have same rights as equality, liberty and rights, and they can form civil unions. And the court mentioned it is not a crime, it doesn't mean it is legal. Okay, it doesn't mean it is legal. So then they went to center. What the center says? The center says marriage is a institution from many decades in India. Changing existing marriage laws can change many laws and rules in Indian society, and it can affect some religious people, some customs people, sentiments. So they can open some rebellion against the government. That's why the center want the legislature to discuss this topic and decide. What the legislature has to do, the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha through debates or discussions has to decide whether to legalize same-sex marriage or not. That thing legislature has to decide. So why the people are, the same-sex couple are asking for legalization means they want to protect themselves. Protection from violence. And at the same time they will get the rights of normal couple, like inheritance of wife or husband property, child adoption, IT benefits, travel allowance benefits, etc. Medical decisions, all these things, benefits they will get. But even in Special Marriage Act also, the court don't want to legislate this same-sex marriage, because the court consider it as Special Marriage Act considers intercaste marriages, not same-sex marriage. That's why this can't be legislated in Special Marriage Act also. And they can't form a civil union as in other countries. In other countries, all over the world, in 32 countries, civil unions are allowed, where the gay sex people will form a society or committee where they can enjoy their rights and benefits. Okay, this is all about same-sex marriage, friends. Hope you like the video. For many videos like this on our channel, please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you.